Greetings. I am here to talk about an album. As you guys probably know by now, if I focus one video on an album, it means I think very highly of the album. So this is the third album by the band called The Committee. The album is called Utopian Deception. This premiered on a YouTube channel. I think it's called Black Metal Promotion. If I remember correctly, they have a lot of premiere videos where they'll stream something, and we got into, I think, about this point in the first song, which is Awakening Unimaginable, and I hurried up to the link and pre-ordered the compact disc. It was unfortunate that it was around the COVID times, so I don't think it could be sent out right away, but it was well worth the wait. Again, this is Utopian Deception by The Committee. Here's the jewel case, the inside, the CD. A little bit about the band. I'm going to read what they have on their website because to me it says quite a bit. The Committee is an international collaboration of doom and black metal musicians who dedicate themselves to the art of extreme sound and controversial topics. We'll start with that, in that this band sounds like a band that's been around for 20, 30 years. I mean, this sounds like a group of musicians that my guess is, I haven't mentioned this yet, but all the members are anonymous, at least. From what I've been able to find on the internet, I don't know who these guys are. I don't know what other bands they're in. But these guys are too good to not be musicians that are in other high-profile black metal bands. I'm just guessing here. It just sounds too good. The songwriting's too good. The way that these songs are put together, it's just too convenient that they sound as good. So next up, another thing I admired, you can, it's kind of the full package here. So we'll talk about what they have here, and then I'm going to get into the packaging itself, because there's more to this than just the CD. The Committee does not support any political views and ideologies, yet the collaboration does not allow themselves to be bound by such tyranny as restriction of free speech and freedom of expression in music, themes, and lyrics. Extreme music is the last frontier of freedom in the Orwellian Darwinist cesspool of today's society. To me, that kind of wraps up all this political crap, at least in the United States, that's going on with everybody in their uneducated, misguided opinions on who should be president or who shouldn't be president, the amount of censorship that's happening across the board, and these technology companies trying to censor information. It's a very slippery slope, in my opinion, without getting too much into politics here. But if you take the title of this, Utopian Deception, the idea of this great utopia where everything's perfect all the time if you just vote for this guy or that guy, it's all crap, and they'll sell you a line of crap to make you think that. And then by the time you vote for whoever you're going to vote for, it's too late. So the album came with pre-order came with a social engineering patch, which I thought was kind of funny. And then we'll get to the music here. So you've been listening to the first song. Every song on this album, Lexicon Radical, Infection Sensible, all these songs are top-notch from start to finish. If you've seen my other YouTube videos about Bandcamp and what I look for in bands, I read reviews that people leave. I left a review on here already, I think. Why this album isn't being talked about more is beyond me. An instant classic black metal album, played with precision, impeccable songwriting, and great production. Highly recommend. I haven't stopped listening to this album since I got it. I think I got it in mail, about a month ago. And I was going through it. Again, this is, if you like Dark Funeral, Immortal, Wada, MGLA, that's what I call it anyway. Any kind of band that have catchy, blistering riffs, great songwriting, the vocals are top notch. You need to buy this album. I'm looking forward to going back and checking out the committee, but kind of tying into this Orwellian Darwinist kind of thought process behind a lot of the lyrics and whatnot is the album has the lyrics as I talked about on the inside, and I was flipping through, and there's a part in the CD where it says, "This is your future," and this little whatever this is here fell down here under my desk, and I thought, oh, this must be some kind of like a security device, you know, when back in the day, right? I don't know if they still do this or not with CDs, but they would put a magnetic type thing in the CD case. Usually it would be under here, so if you tried to steal a CD, it would set off an alarm. But then I got a closer look at it, and it looked like it was purposely taped here, and I thought, why would this be taped into the album? I'm going to pull it off here. I'm going to try to get as close as I can. It's a super small, weird looking device. So and there was a sticky deal here on the booklet, and I thought, no, it says "This is your future," and there's this weird looking thing here. So I was compelled to reach out to the label, which is Fulta Records, and I said, hey, I bought the new Committee album. I was flipping through the booklet, this little thing fell out on the floor. They reached out to me. I said, what is this? And they said, thanks for your message. This plastic piece is a chip you can implantate under your skin. Unfortunately, the band would not give any information, but if you want to reach out to the band, you can, which I did. And then about 2 days later, the band reached out and said, hey, thanks for the kind words. We've been working on this out for 3 years, digging up material. It's been scrubbed from the internet literature. The book recordings are real. Sean, I can assure you the RFID implant is 100% real. So that's what this is. I ordered them straight from the factory. Although these are made for animal use, the point here is clear. Everything, especially this year, is going towards totalitarianism. So I thought that was a nice touch that they, this is what they said. They went and bought these. If you own an animal, you know that they have little chips that they can implant into the animal. If the animal gets lost, they can do a scan of the chip, and they'll know who the owner is, where he lives, or she lives. That's what these are. So I thought that was a kind of a cool concept when we're talking about utopia and certain people trying to dictate how everyone should live. The whole theme kind of came together around censorship and utopia and lockdowns, you name it. It's becoming quite clear that things are just in a very strange time right now. So overall, this album's great. This is an album, if you remember me in my previous video, I mentioned I'm at this point in my life where something really has to grab me for me to just buy it. That's been a recent revelation with me, but this is an album that, to me, it's got the full package. It's not just an album that some band threw out there to make a little bit of money. There's meaning behind it. I like that there are bands like this that are probably telling the other side of the story that a lot of people are ignoring for some reason, which I think is very strange in metal, especially black metal, where they said extreme music is the last frontier of freedom in the Orwellian Darwinist cesspool of today's society. I could not agree more. I always was driven to black metal because of the danger, because of the middle finger that they give to everyone, not just one side of the political spectrum or certain bands. This type of music was meant to be eye-opening, sometimes offensive, and dangerous and scary to a lot of people. And I feel that's a little bit of that has gone away with black metal, unfortunately. But with this release, I'm diving right back into it. So, the committee, Utopian Deception. This is going to be very high on my list for end of year, if not at the top for black metal. Huge fan, love it. Can't stop listening to it. You can listen to the beginning here of Awakening. The intro to this. I don't ever get tired of hearing this riff. Simple, yes. Hasn't been done before. Not quite like this, I don't think. So yeah, I can just imagine these guys in a live setting. Hopefully they tour the United States at some point when shit gets back to normal. I will gladly drive whatever distance I need to check these guys out. So that's my album review for today. The committee, Utopian Banished, that's Napalm Death. Utopian Deception. I will put a link below for you to purchase. As you can see here, there's only 8 CDs left, 3 LPs. Or no. Yeah, I believe there's a European version. Oh, the CD and the patch, there's only 8 left. Compact disc itself, there's probably plenty of these left. So run out and get it, guys, and put a link below. Black metal, potentially album of the year on the committee. Utopian Deception. Get it. Thanks for checking me out. Have a good one.